Welcome back, guys, to Let's Make Ineos Great Again. It's Wednesday, so that means one thing. It's time to fix this broken-ass team. It's funny to say that about Ineos. I mean, what did they get like a top 3 in the Giro, didn't they? And they're broken. But, I mean, look, compared to the team they once were, which is, like a 6 times, isn't it? Yeah, 6 times Tour de France winning the team in the span of 10 years. So you got to remember, it's funny to think about now with how dominant UAE and Visma are. But there was a period in time where it was very hard to picture a race where they weren't Ineos and they're actually Team Sky. But they're big, famous black Team Sky train because they're in the black jersey. Yeah, that was a hell of a time. So that's what we're trying to do in this season is bring them back to their glory. See if we can recruit the right talent. So still waiting for comments to roll in from you guys on who we should be recruiting. Please let us know. But if I don't hear anything, we're thinking Remco. And then Thymen Arensman would be our next rider, kind of next to him, either supporting him in the Tour or maybe in the Giro, something like that. All right. In this episode, we are finishing off the Tour and then also competing in the Colombian TT champs, most likely also the road race. We'll just see how we go for timing and all that kind of stuff. All right, let's jump in to stage 4 and see if we can make some magic happen with Viviani finally. And here it is, Murray Bridge to Port Elliot. Take a quick look at the rankings. Tells you Jasper's been dominating. Unfortunately, Egan Bernal was on the wrong side of a split at some point. He's a minute 40 back now, so GC might be over, but we're still going to hunt, always fight. In terms of sprint, we haven't had much success with Viviani just yet, but in best climber, we are leading that classification with Omar Fraley. Fraley? How do you say his name properly? In terms of tactics, Bernal's still our GC guy and Viviani is very much still our sprinter. All right, let's get into the stage. Okay. The intros are very boring unless you get the fancy European guy, which is cool. So I don't mind talking over him at the time being. But all right, I didn't call it out too much yet, but a rider I've been very stoked with is Theodore Storm. He's a bit of a future sprinter for the team. He's a big Dane, he is. Future sprinter for the team. Might be able to get over climbs. He's been running quite well early on, competing pretty well. We've got Bernal's back here, but who should we get to protect Bernal? Worth, of course. We'll get Worth protecting him, and then Viviani can get protected by Castroveo, I would say, is not a half bad shout for this stage. All right, Omar Frail. Should we attempt to get off the front with him? How many points are on offer? Only 3. I'm going to say no. He can sit in the peloton today. We'll put him around 55 effort for now. We got Jamani trying to get off the front. We're going to jump forward whilst our riders get up the front and kind of the peloton does their thing, Right, we've got all the riders up the front now, which is good news, but the other news is Bora still don't have their Specialized. That's the other news. And they did at one point in this series, so that does annoy me. But anyway, we'll move on. No, the main news we're going to talk about is Germani, Velasco, Francello, and Oswan. See how we went there. Have made the breakaway for the day, and it looks like the pack is quite happy with that. The peloton is decided, you know what, we'll let those guys go. All right, we're going to adjust our efforts back here and jump forward to those sprint points and KOM points. We are through one sprint point, but in the Tour Down Under, there's actually only 3 points on offer. So I don't know why I said we would catch you guys up at this, but I suppose the mid-race update is the pack of 4 are being brought slowly back by the peloton, and Chris Froome once again is working the front for Israel Premier Tech. Harder work for a former 4 times Tour de France champion. Maybe Jack Haig's taking a picture of that. Chris Froome right in the front of the peloton. That is It's not something you see every day, is it? The updates from the team, look, nothing really major so far. We'll catch you guys on the KOM. All right, nothing happened over the KOM. The breakaway was still away, so Olswan took the points. Yeah, we didn't stop it for a reason. Nothing too exciting. We are just about to catch the breakaway, though. You can see the catch happening there. Lenny Kemner. I don't know if that's his actual name. I feel like it is Lenny Kemner. Lenny? Maybe? We'll find out. Someone will correct me. Catching the riders there. There's Bob Youngles riding for Bora. Is he... He was a mover at IRL. Is he that he moved to Bora? No, he was at Bora. He moved to Visma, I think. That's the big news for them. Visma signed him. But Bora don't seem to use him that much, so it's an interesting signing, really. Okay, we've got 36k to go here. We're going to just put it on 4x whilst we keep talking. But yeah, we're thinking for the team plans at the moment. Theodore Storm's a future rider for maybe the classics, maybe some sprints kind of thing. So we're going to kind of put some time into developing him. Obviously, Carlos Rodriguez is a good climber. But I'm kind of thinking he might be one that we keep for the Spanish classics, like one at the end of the season. We've still got Geraint Thomas. We'll use him as much as we can for the time being. But look, he is 39 years old, so that's tough. So we are on the hunt for that next big star in the making of sorts, which is seemingly tough to come by at the moment. As we're going to form our sprint train here. Just hit that. Okay, so we've got Viviani. He's going to follow Ben Swift. He's going to follow Burnell. Omar Frail to Castroveo. Castroveo can go to... Well, that's tough. We'll go Theodore Storm. And then Theodore Storm onto Worthy. Worthy can sit on F at 81-ish for now. Hopefully that gets us somewhere into position. Slowly but surely is. Little drag race here. We've got a fair few trains forming. We're going to have to up the effort with Worthy now. We're under 12k to go, so that's okay. He's done pretty well so far. We'll move him to 90. 91 even for now. Swinging through the coastal town here in Adelaide, or Rudderlaide as it's called for us locals. Yeah, it's one of those chaotic sprints once again. Sprint trains everywhere. Oh, Worthy's found a good line to go through there. We're going to up him to 99 now with only 7k to go. And then we'll swing through the front with Theodore Storm and hit the gel with the next two riders. Okay, we'll move you out of the way, Worthy. Looks like it's very disorganized back there, unfortunately. We've got Theodore Storm's doing a great job at the front, though. Fred Wright is coming through from Bahrain victorious. A little bit stronger than Theodore Storm, unfortunately. Next for us is Castroveo. Unfortunately, we have no riders on our wheel. Omar Frail's somewhere there. Burnell's out of position. Yeah, this is not how you form a sprint train, I would say. This is tactics disaster class, really. We got Omar Frail's trying to launch a sprint. We're going to try to launch a sprint with Ben Swift, see if he can find a line. He can't. We're going to launch late with Viviani and see if he can find something. I don't think he's going to be able to. But it's going to be Jasper Philipsen taking his third stage win of this tour, extending his lead from over Borehouse. Welsford in third once again, so not able to replicate what he did IRL, which he won, I think, 4 stages IRL. And Caleb moving up into 4th. I didn't quite catch how we went. Did we sneak a top 10? We didn't. A bit of a disaster once again for us. Jasper Philipsen extending his lead in GC with those bonus seconds. Omar Frail keeps his lead. I can't even remember the name of the guy. Oh, it's Jamani. That's who got it. So he moves up to 6 points total. And points class still with Jasper. Obviously, no change there. Young riders with Finn Fisher Black. We don't have any riders riding high on that one. Team GCs with EF. Okay, let's move on to stage 5. And stage 5 is a classic down under stage. Christie's Beach to Wollonga, which we go over twice. It might mean that Omar Frail either A, has to go in the breakaway or will attack late in the stage. We'll have a little look at it how the break forms. We might send him up there first off a bit of tactics talk. We might send Omar Frail into the break initially. If it does come back or doesn't seem to go well, we'll bring him back, and then we'll ride the front a fair bit, because Burnell's a favourite for this stage, I'd have to imagine. I can't check it at the moment, game's still stuck in loading, but I'd have to imagine Burnell's a bit of a favourite for this stage, so look, we would like to take a stage win, surely. Alright, we'll catch you guys in the stage. There we go, Burnell is a 2-star favourite actually on the stage. Alaphilippe is all-out favourite. I think he was riding okay on GC actually. I don't imagine that Jasper Philipsen will actually lose that much time, if I'm honest. I can't see that happening. Alright, we're going to attack early with Omar Frail. Oscar Storm is going to protect Burnell. That's ideal. We're going to leave him on 70 for now. That's good riding there by Omar. We'll put him on effort 79 for the time being. Whilst the peloton, yeah, they're reacting already. Red Bull are the motivated team. They've been very motivated this whole tour, it seems, which I suppose they got Welsford on their squad. That part makes sense, but who do they have for climbs? Adrea, who's riding the front. Higuita, I guess, but he's been on the front as well. Maybe it's Youngles, but I've seen him on the front. Maybe it's Kemner, but I've seen him on the front. I suppose it's Satchman. I haven't seen him on the front so much yet. All right, we've got Ben Swift up here. He can hit maintain. We've got Viviani here. He can hit maintain. Same for Worthy. And we're just waiting for Castroveo. Here he is. Okay, Castroveo can hit maintain. Perfect. It looks like the peloton are the most stoked with our breakaway efforts. Some 7 riders trying to form at the front at the moment. We've got Alperson, Bora, pretty much just those two. It looked like there was a UAE guy getting involved, but didn't seem to want to get involved. We're now going to sit on with Omar, because I don't see this forming, if I'm honest. Seems like they're very motivated to bring it all back together. I reckon that's going to go. Just our luck. All right, we'll protect Omar Frail for now then with Ben Swift, just to help him out a little bit, and we'll go grab Biddens with Worthy. And we're going to now ride the front, I think, with Viviani. Is that the only rider we got left here? Yeah, Viviani can ride the front on effort 70 for now. I don't want that break getting much more than 3 minutes realistically, because I do want to catch him before the KOM. There are 10 points. Is it 10 points? I don't know, actually. Are there KOM points on offer on the final? I'm not too sure. Either way, I want to catch up. Okay, we're going to stick Worthy on the front as well with Viviani. That way they don't burn themselves out too soon. They're catching that break, though, which is good to see. Only a minute back now, which is, yeah, very healthy indeed. They could probably reduce their effort, but I don't feel like doing that to them just yet. One rider attacking there was Oswan. He has KOM points, doesn't he? Yeah, he's a rider I'm a bit worried about. Consa's in the break. This is actually something we haven't done yet. We should have checked this already. But Consa's in the break, and he has 7 KOM points. He's a rider I can't afford to let collect the maximum. Chris Hamilton has 15. And their train rider here has none. Okay, that's fine. Omar Frail himself, as you see, has 17. So the main risk is Consa. Hamilton's okay, but Consa is too much of a risk. We're going to have to bring that back for sure. But we already are. I mean, look at it. They're at 30 seconds. They're definitely coming back. Okay, we'll get Castroveo to grab Biddens shortly. That'll do now, I think. We've almost caught that breakaway, actually. We're only 30 seconds from him. We'll jump forward until we do catch him. And it was the Astana rider doing a final last-ditch effort to stay away. We might actually say, you know what? You can have that. You can stay away and sit up on him, because he doesn't have any KOM points, so I actually do not care, if I'm honest. No, the pack said, no, sir, we're going to have you back. All right, well, this time up the climb, we're about to go up it very shortly, we're only 13k away. It's going to be about Omar Frail and making sure he gets into a comfy position to get some points. But it is also about Bernal. We don't want to lose any time with Bernal and make sure he's in contention to go for the stage win. And we are literally about to swing onto the climb. So we're going to hit effort with Omar Frail here. Hopefully he can move through some riders. And for Bernal, we're going to move you up a bit. And we're going to also move Castroveo up on effort. But we've got Omar Frail hitting the front. Dens as well is really riding hard. We've got Ben Swift's working for him at the moment. So we're going to use his gel. And we'll also use Omar Frail's gel for now. Pace is really high. I better check on Bernal. He's moving back a little bit, so move him up to 90s. And same for Castroveo. Okay, back up to Omar here. Still riding well. He's almost under that K banner. We're going to hit him with effort, attack, actually, because I need him on the front. Higuita seems to be going for it. Let's hit 99 effort for Omar. All right, 99 effort. He's going to get 2 points, I think it was. Yeah. Oh, not 2 points. Second place. He's going to get P2 up the climb. Okay. So P2 is 6 points. Higuita getting 10 points. That secures the KOM for Omar Frail. Happy days there. We've got Bernal riding nice and high. He can reduce his effort now accordingly. Tom Storm is actually still in this peloton, which is very good to see. We've got Castroveo still here. He can now protect Bernal. And we'll get Omar, I think, on the Bernal's wheel for now. We've got Ben Swift still here, actually. Wow, he's rode very well. How's he feeling? He's actually feeling pretty good. We'll form a sprint train shortly, but let's jump forward. All right, we're almost at the finish. We've got counterattacks happening at the moment. And that's who's attacking. So we're going to get Bernal, and he's going to sit on Omar Frail, actually, because he seemed very strong. Then we're going to grab Castroveo. Theodore Storm's here once again. Where did Ben Swift go? He's just there. Perfect. And then we'll grab Theodore Storm. Theodore Storm can go F at 99. Perfect. All right, riders are swinging into position. We're going to take the gels with our riders that have gels. And we'll just save Bernal for now. Kicking off at the front, very hard. Quick Step are reacting as well to that break, it seems. Theodore Storm is cooked. So it is now time for Ben Swift to do his thing as we go up the Wollonga climb. All right, Ben Swift is riding very rapid on the front at the moment. He's still sitting on 25, up almost 10%. Jinx to the commentator. He's about to run out of red, so we're going to hit the front now with Castroveo. Ben Swift can sit up a bit. Try and block if he can. He's going to block a couple riders. That's cool. All right, Castroveo looks pretty good. We'll keep him on the front for the time being, but we're going to launch with Omar Frail now, I think. We'll do effort rather than sprint with Omar, though, because I think that lasts a little bit longer. And now we'll use sprint. 7k to go. Tish Benut's back there. Egan Bernal's looking pretty good. We'll hit sprint now with Egan Bernal. Come on, Bernal. Get us our first win. That is it. The first win for the playthrough. And a 1-2 as well for Ineos as well. So maybe we are making them great again. A 1-2. I can't remember the last time Ineos got a 1-2. But yeah, Egan Bernal on the top step once again. I like him IRL. He's such a good rider. It's a shame a few injuries have put him back. But Omar Frail getting second as well. And it was Jonathan Castroveo there in sixth that he managed to hold on as well. Pretty strong riding all around by everybody. Viviani's in the sort of behind everybody here to bring it in. He rode very well though as well. Credit to everyone that was involved in that stage win. I'm pretty stoked with that. All right, let's see Mr. Bernal on the podium. The texture pack's ruined again. Damn it, that ruins that. But Bernal taking out the stage win. Happy days. As I said, I didn't picture Jasper getting dropped on that climb, so he keeps the GC win. Looks like he'll win it overall as well. Omar Frail secures the KOM, so we do walk away with a jersey on the tour. Points class is very much with Jasper. Young Riders still with Finn Fisher Black, and team is still with EF. All right, let's get into that final TDU stage. All right, and the very final stage is actually up to Mount Lofty, which is probably a bit harder than the Wollonga stage. It is quite short at 124 kilometers, but we go over Mount Lofty on 3 occasions. And we also go over Windy Point right at the start. Take a quick look at the favorites, not the rankings, but the favorites. Oh, we could still get a top 10 with Bernal, you know. This stage might suit him, but we'll take a look at the favorites. Unfortunately, Bernal isn't on there. Apparently, they don't think it's actually as hard as Wollonga, but let's find out. There we go. That took a bit, but finally in. From Unle to Mount Lofty. Quite a short stage, only 126k, but there are a fair few points on grab. So we're going to go EB very quickly with Omar Frail to try and grab those initial points right away. We'll keep Bernal around 70 effort, I think, just because I know that the peloton's going to react. Alsford's already moving to the front. Right, good riding by Omar. Sit him on 84 for now, just so I can get to the top of that climb. We got some reactions from the peloton, but the peloton's riding quite hard because they hate having Omar Frail in a breakaway. Which doesn't make sense to me because he's quite far back on GC. Alright, we're on this climb. We're almost a K to the top. We've got Leclerc and Ferrar Prost trying to cross to us. We have been caught, so we're going to counter-attack here now. See that we can't grab at least second. Come on. There we go. Good work, Omar. He did manage to get second up that climb, which is great news. We'll jump back here. Looks like Bernal's actually slipping backwards, and probably the whole team, I'd have to imagine. Yep, they're on the back. We'll just grab everybody for now and move them up to 80-ish or in the 80s. Omar's going to sit in this, but probably get dropped from this, to be honest. He managed to get 5 points there. Fred Wright was the other rider that grabbed maximum points on 7. But he had no points. That's the good news. What about Pasher, who's up here somewhere? I'm going to hit pause for a sec. He had 7 points. So we've got to do some quick maths on the fly here to make sure he can win a KOM jersey. He's on 10 currently. And Omar is on 28 points currently. So is there 20 points are on offer? We do have to concern ourselves with that, if I'm honest. We'll bring Omar back, and then I suppose between this Mount Lofty climb and the next Mount Lofty climb, one, we need to keep the breakaway semi-close, so we have the option for number 2, which is bring them back in case things go a bit wrong. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll let Omar come back to the breakaway, I think. Well, back to the peloton, I mean, because, yeah, it's going to split anyway. Looks like Viviani's actually off the back. It's been that hard. But Bernal's still riding in a pretty good position, at least. Omar's back in the peloton, but the peloton aren't sitting up. I guess they just don't want to break away today. All right, adjust everyone's effort to 90 accordingly, because I don't want anyone left behind here, because, well, Viviani's already left behind here. Bernal's riding in a good position, which is good. Might have to adjust his effort, though. All right, finally got Ben Swift up here. He can hit maintain now. That's how long it's taken, you know. We're 100k in, 20k of the stage, and it's just been ridden very hard from the start. All right, we'll jump forward a fair bit here. All right, we're going to get Ben Swift to grab some drink bottles for the team now that the pace is... Oh, great. He's actually going to get his way back up there, though. What timing was that? He does manage to make his way back up there, which is great. Theodore Storm's unfortunately very, very cooked in the second split on the road. It's been splitting left, right, and center. It's a very aggressive race so far, that's for sure. Going through this sprint point, the EB's still only got around a minute on the peloton. It's still Bora and Visma now have gotten very interested in chasing hard. We've kept our riders still on quite a high effort to make sure we don't get left behind, which is going quite well for us. We'll Switch Castroveo onto Bernal, I think. Yep, perfect. Okay, we're almost up this first climb. Having a look at the breakaway, it is not... Yeah, okay, I think we're actually in the clear here because Fred Wright doesn't seem like he's got the legs at all. Well, he's not actually in the breakaway anymore. So, happy days for us and Omar Frail. Okay, Peloton's calmed down a little bit. We're going to move to the front with Omar and attack, do a counter out of that then. And we'll hit effort now. Around 79 is good enough. Cam Worth actually wound up out there because he was protecting him. And the Peloton hate that. Don't know why. Omar's so far down on GC. Why would you care? Anyway. Seems like Bernal's still in position. That's good news. Omar's going to grab those points, which means he definitely... I didn't realize we were doing this stage, if I'm honest, last stage. But now it for sure means we have won the KOM class. We might bring him back, if I'm honest. He can go through this sprint point, but then we'll bring him back because he'll be useful for Bernal to try and grab another stage win for the team. Yeah, okay, it's still ridden very hard. Okay, he's almost back. We've been through that sprint point. He can come on back into the fold once again. Adjust everyone's effort. We'll actually get Cam Worth to protect him. And we'll move on to this final climb. Second final climb. And here we are. Okay, just make sure we adjust the efforts again. Get him up around that marker. Viviani's back? What the hell? Fortunately, Storm isn't though, which is a shame. Out there on his own, sadly. Omar missed the drink bottle because he was off the front. Damn, that's very unfortunate. We'll have to get Viviani to try and get Biddens, I think. See how he goes. Looks like the Peloton's riding this lap of Mount Lofty pretty hard. Yeah, that is quite hard. There's the observatory at the top, and we're going back on down once again. How has Viviani gone with those drink bottles? Not good at all. So Ben Swift, sorry. Your turn to grab some final biddens for the team, and we'll catch you guys on the final ascent. Unfortunately, Ben Swift hasn't actually managed to come all the way back with the biddens. He's just about to. Don't count him out too soon. Now we need to start thinking about our intentions for the stage win. So we've got Bernal and Omar. That combo worked very well last time. We'll then take Castroveo and Ben Swift and then Cam Worth, I think, is a good order. But we're going to have to go 99 with Cam Worth. By the looks of it, he's a bit far back. We'll take the gel with him. Okay. He's done well. He's moved the team into the front position. We'll take the gels with riders behind. Just watch here. We do have a counter moving. No, we don't. Okay, Cammy can keep riding it at 99 for now. We've got Godon, Satchman, and Sari coming through. So, yeah, that's time to move with Ben Swift, I think. We'll get Worth out of the way. Actually, he can try to grab Bernal's wheel. Let's see how he goes with that task. He's got a bit of red to try and do it. Might work out for him. All right, Ben Swift is riding very strong here. He's absolutely ripping the road up. All right, that's looking better and better for the team at the moment. Come on, Ben Swift. Keep riding hard. We've got Peter Saris floating around. He's run out of red. Philipson's knocking about as well. So we're going to launch next with Castroveo and leave Ben Swift to try and get Bernal's wheel. Let's do that and take the gel with Bernal next, as well as Omar. All right, nice work by Castroveo there. Under 2K to go, so it's almost time to go with Omar. We're just going to watch it briefly here, watch what Nice is doing, and we can go now with Omar, I think, on 99. Okay, come on, Omar. All the way under the K to go banner, please, is what we need. He's looking good. He can launch his sprint now. He's run out of that. We'll go down this dipper and launch now with Bernal. Although Thibaut Nice is a very quick sprinter, so he's going to be hard to beat. And he is going to take it out. Thibaut Nice, the former CX man. Satchman there in third, and Bernal taking, Satchman in second, and Bernal taking third. Not a terrible result. It should mean a top 10 on GC. Alaphilippe, who was meant to win GC, has just been a bit of nowhere, hasn't he? But look at Philipsen climbing strong. He does have a pretty good hill, so it's helped him out, but it looks like he's done enough to hold on to GC. All right, and there is Thibaut Nice taking out a first World Tour stage win for him. Yeah, it was Philipsen taking out GC in the end. Bernal not managing to get a top 10. I don't know how that happened, if I'm honest. I thought he definitely got it. But we do take something away, the KOM jersey with Omar Frail. So Ineos are back on the top step. A long way to go to make that statement very true, but still happy days. Finn Fisher Black takes out the Young Riders, and Team EF take out Team Class. I would love to know how we didn't have enough to move into top 10 on GC. So we finish... Oh, okay. It was very close. We almost bag a top 10. We actually moved backwards because Thibaut Nice won, which is a bit of a shame, but anyway. All right, bit of an outlook on the team after that is Bernal's up at 91% fitness, and we are entering the Colombian Championship, so good timing for him. He might be able to bag the team's first national championships under my managerial status. All right, but first off, we're at the Surf Coast Classic. Just make sure Bernal isn't actually selected in there. Viviani can go for sure. Camworth, yes, okay, that's fine. So Viviani will be the sprinter. Ride for the stage win. Follow attacks, okay. And then Connor Swift. Is it Connor Swift for sure? He's got an alright sprint and he's good on the flat. Yeah, okay. He's not riding for the stage win though. He's riding... How do we adjust all this again? What does any of this mean? How do I... Whoops. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Right. All right. Most of you are actually going to work for them. Luke Rowe will work for Connor Swift. Okay. Quick sim that and see how that goes. First time quick simming. And Viviani wins. All right. So we managed to grab a 1.1 win with Viviani over Ethan Vernon there in second place. But yeah, good job to Viviani grabbing us another win. So that's 2 wins on the season. All right, and we are now at the TT Championships for Colombia. We're going to have Brendan Riviera and Egan Bernal taking part. Maybe we can snag a win with Bernal here. He has been Colombian TT champ in the past, so we'll find out shortly. 34Ks in length. Catch you guys in there. Alrighty, we have 90 riders till Bernal rolls off and 115 riders till Rivera, so we'll catch you guys at their roll-offs. All right, and here's our man Bernal. Probably realistically our favorite given his fitness at the moment. It's, what would we say, 35k in length. We're going to probably sit him on around 75 for now and just see how that shakes out. Higuita is going to be chasing us. Let's take a quick look at who's here. Denny Martinez is here, who is a very solid time trialist. Higuita is about the same level as Bernal, and Rivera is actually not too bad at time trials either, so could be pretty interesting. Rigo's here. He's a former Colombian TT champ in his own right as well. Potential risk to take it from Bernal or Rivera, but yeah, let's keep watching Bernal for now until Rivera rolls down that start ramp. 75's looking pretty decent for him. This is always a tactic I used to do back in the day, is just try and gauge whether he's gaining time on the rider in front of him or the rider behind him is catching him. And I would say, so he was at the tree, right? He was just past the tree. I'll show you what I mean. It looks like I think we're doing bits. Hang on. Yeah, see? So we are. We're catching the rider in front. The rider behind is not catching us. Alrighty. We are looking all right here. We're about to come through the first time check-in. Oh, no, not just about to. We've got to go up and back yet. But we've, seems like we're doing all right. We're catching Chavas, it feels like. It definitely has that feel to it. We do finish up a slight climb, but that's fine. We do have the red for that. Yeah, I'm thinking 76 is about the right number for a little bit here. Catching a rider on a different lap, I guess. It's a weird layout for Colombia. All right, we've got a K to go to this first time check to finally see how we're going. Yep, we're riding very well. We're a minute 14 up currently. That is very good news. Higuita's just gone through. He's running second. We do have all the favorites now coming down the start ramp, though, or at least the team leaders. But really, until Rigo and Rivera, and then also Martinez rolls down, we won't know exactly how Bernal's going. But catching your rider in front is a good tell, and that's something he's doing right now. Catching Chavas, that's pretty big. He's a minute 43 up at the time being. Very good. He's getting a little gas, but not too bad. Probably keep him back up at 77 again. All right, he's going to finish with most of his red exhausted, is he? Nah, it's good ride by him. It was a minute 34 in the end. Perfect pacing in the end there. We've got Rivera is down in 4 riders' time. So there's Tejda. There goes Iran, one of the favorites. Rivera's turn to shine. So 77 worked for Bernal. I'm going to start out on 76 then for Rivera, I think, for now. Okay, that's looking pretty decent. We got Martinez behind. Very strong time trialist. He's a very good GC rider in his own right. He hasn't had many chances moving to Bora to do that. And that being said, he didn't have many chances at Ineos either. And he had a little bit of a chance at EF, but not much. Okay, let's find out any moves on this time check yet. No. I would say Martinez looks like he's catching us at the moment. And it looks like we're kind of staying the same level with Uran. Maybe we're about the same. I'm not too sure. Try to get a read of it here, right? So when Uran swings right. Okay, so around the time check. Or the sprint mark. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so when we swing right around there. Okay, he is slightly closer than we are to Uran, but not by much at all. We'll leave him on 76 for now. I'm happy with that. Rivera's 18 seconds back at the first time check. Uran's 19 seconds. So we are actually catching Uran. But I'd say Martinez is, 7 seconds back. Okay. The good news is time check 2 was very good for Bernal. So maybe, just maybe, that's why we're going to make a bit of difference again. All right, and here we are at time check 2. We might have to decrease the effort, I think, with Rivera. He is 16 seconds back. Uran's 20 seconds back. Let's get a read here from Martinez. 2 seconds. Oh, that's going to be tough. All right, let's fight. Oh, no. Uran's paced it really well. Third for Rivera. Let's watch Martinez. Is he going to be the Colombian champion? He is. So it was 3rd and 4th for the team in the end. I'm not too upset about that. We were facing better time trialists at the end of the day. So no new national champion yet for the team. But in next episode, we got a double day. We've got the Colombian road race champs as well as the Cadell's Great Ocean Road Race. And with Viviani taking out the Surf Coast Classic, he might be a favorite. He has won this race in the past and no one's done a double. No one's doubled up and won it twice. All right, guys, been an exciting episode. Peace out.